Hello, hello! My name is Callista and welcome back to Pentiment. In the last episode, Magda explored the ruins of the church and we found such an interesting sight. The Dance of Death mural in the chapter house. Someone's been adding to it. Someone has been adding the recent deaths in Tassing to that mural. It was such a cool sequence. Such a cool sequence. I couldn't have predicted that was going to happen. It took me completely by surprise, and it was just, it was perfect. It was absolutely perfect. Now, Magda wants to continue working on the mural. So, what are you adding, darling? Hello. Good evening, Magdalene. Good evening, Dr. Stolz. I see you're progressing on the town mural. You've made rapid progress. I'm trying to finish it in time for Dad. You understand? It's taken longer than I've wanted. I have to get all of my other chores done too. Still think I shouldn't be painting the mural, Dr. Stolz. I don't care what he thinks. I don't care. I just want to do this for our dad. I'm trying to finish it in time for Dad. You understand? I'm doing the best I can to give him as much time as I can. The rest is in God's hands. Thank you. It's appreciated. Of course. Now then, the council is asked to hear about your progress. I've been researching the early Christian history of Tassing, after the Romans left. Learning how people settled in the ruins, how the abbey was founded, why our saints are so important to us. It was a lot to take in, but I've settled on my subject. And what have you chosen, if I may ask? I'll paint St. Moritz, St. Satia, and Our Lady of the Labyrinth receiving the Christian settlers. I want to show history how it happened. I'll paint Lady Kirsau founding the abbey from the old Bergfried. I'll paint the Bavarians settling among the Roman ruins, starting the Christian history of Tassing. Ooh, I think it's between these two. I'm not really, St. Moritz, St. Satia, and Our Lady of the Labyrinth. It doesn't necessarily appeal to me. Admittedly, part of that may be because this is what Father Thomas was going on about. I fully acknowledge that. This is the information I got from Thomas, so I'm less inclined to pick it. I kind of like the idea of painting, a strong, independent woman. That's kind of what Magdalene is. And here's this lady founding the abbey. She's running everything. And then it's, a few decades later when they're like, we can't have women in charge. Get a man up in there. Like, yeah, I think I'd like to go with this. I want to show history how it happened. I'll paint Lady Kirsau founding the abbey from the old Bergfried. That might rub some people in town the wrong way. The saints are a core part of Tassing's history, after all. I would be careful in how you choose to paint such a piece. Our Lord is a staunch Catholic. One could interpret the absence of the saints as, well, Lutheran. Clearly that's not what I'm intending. Clearly that's not what I'm intending. It may not be so clear to our Lord. It may reflect poorly on Tassing. Remember, these murals are for all of us. I remember. Nod. Just let me do my job, Doctor. I remember. Very well. After this section, there's still so much work to do. I haven't even figured out how I'm going to portray the revolt. Ah, yes. I imagine it poses difficulties that the other murals do not. It's a strange thing to tell a story that still lives in the hearts of so many people here. I don't think anyone wants to talk about it. They've all just locked it away. It sounds like you have your work cut out for you. I'll leave you to it then. Oh, Dr. Stolz? Yes? Have you ever seen someone lurking around the Abbey? Never mind. No, yeah, let's ask this. Have you ever seen someone lurking around the Abbey? Or heard about it? I haven't been up to the Abbey in years, and no, I haven't heard of anything like that. Why? I've seen someone following me a few times. I'm sorry to hear that. Well, at least he's not going, oh, you're being hysterical. A hysterical young female. No one is following you. At least he's taking it seriously. I'm sorry to hear that. Didn't you run into that odious woodsman, Hallerbrand, not long ago? I did. It wasn't a pleasant experience. Yes, but I don't think it's the same person. Oh. How likely do I think it's to be the woodsman? I mean, here's the thing. It seems like he patrols the whole forest. The whole forest isn't just in Tassing. If he were following us, then surely he would also be shirking his duties, and someone would have gone like, hey, where's my woodsman? Where is my woodsman? What is my woodsman doing? Oh. At the time, he struck me as like a miscellaneous side character, but he is named. To be fair, he is named. Why bother naming him? He could have just said like, "Oh, I'm the woodsman for the Lord. What are you doing in this woods?" Like, he didn't have to name drop himself. The fact that he is named tells me like, oh shit, maybe he will be more important. But my gut says like he just felt like a miscellaneous side character. He just felt like he felt like that was the game saying, and this is how much of a dick the local lord is. Yes, the peasants no longer have to deal with the abbot and all of his bullshit, but they still have to deal with the lord, and he is making things really difficult. Because I think that was, if I'm being honest, I think that was a big part of Peter's failing in Act 2. He was so focused on the abbot. Oh, the abbot is doing this. The abbot is doing this. The abbot is doing this. It didn't occur to him, yeah, but the abbot answers to someone else. There is someone bigger and meaner than the abbot out there. Just because you get rid of the abbot doesn't mean there is now no one ordering you about. There is still the local lord, and sure as shit, the abbot is gone, and you still can't forage in the forest. Because it wasn't the abbot making that rule, it was the lord, and the abbot was enforcing it. Oh, my head and my gut are saying two different things here. My head is saying they went to the bother of naming him, surely he's going to come again. But my gut is saying I think he was just a miscellaneous side character. I think he was just showing, A, these people still have troubles. Just because the abbot is gone doesn't mean they're living easy now. I prefer to trust my gut. Yes, but I don't think it's the same person. Well, if you have concerns, you should ask one of the boys to escort you when you're out. There's no need to risk your safety. Stolz, like, he's taking it seriously. He's taking this seriously, and I am so appreciative of that. You're right. Good night, Dr. Stolz. Good night, Magdalene. Now I only have the final part of the mural to finish. How should I paint the revolt? Dad always talked about how the archdeacon was the only one seeking justice in those days. But what was his name? The only name I can remember is the name of the archdeacon who came to Tassing when that baron was killed. Jacob Estler. Maybe he wrote an account of the revolt as an archdeacon. I'll write to him and ask. And of course I need to write back to Esther too. I'll write to them tonight before bed. Okay. Okay, yeah, let's do that. Let's write those letters. All right, where to begin? I'll write to the archdeacon, Jacob Estler, and see if he can tell me about the revolt. I'll write a letter to Esther too. I hope the courier can make it through the passes before winter. Jacob Estler, formerly Archdeacon of Freising. My name is Magdalene Druckerin. I am an artist in the town of Tassing in Upper Bavaria. I believe you passed through our community when you investigated Baron Rothvogel's murder at Kearsau Abbey in 1518. Do you remember anything about that case that the people in Tassing might not remember? In particular, do you remember anything about someone writing notes to provoke the killer? Did you see any evidence that might suggest there was some sort of larger conspiracy at work? Do you have any reason to doubt the conclusion of the case? Oh, shit. These two are basically the same thing. Because there is a conspiracy at work. There's the letter writer, the thread puller. There is a huge conspiracy here, so these are kind of the same thing. Oh. The reason I'm kind of hesitating when it comes to this, though, is because he might not have any reason. He might not have thought about this case for decades. He might have put it to the back of his mind. I'm pretty sure as Andreas we brought up the notes. I'm pretty sure we did. In particular, do you remember anything about someone writing notes to provoke the killer? More have appeared in Tassing in subsequent years, seemingly harbingers of death. Thank you for any help you can give. Magdalene Druckerin. Dearest Esther, I hope you are well. You must know how tremendously happy I am for you and Simond. And Elisha too, of course, and your parents. It warms my heart to know that your family is doing so well. By the time this letter reaches you, I expect winter will have enfolded Tassing. It's already freezing at night, so I've reorganised the workshop so that the inks don't deteriorate. Do you have to worry about that in Prague? You've said it snows, but I always imagined it was warmer in winter. Dad is doing poorly, but at least he seems comfortable. He's sleeping more, but Dr. Stoll says that's a consequence of the colder weather. I do what I can for him, but this winter has been hard. I've asked Agnes for help, but there's only so much she and Dr. Stolz can do. He's not going to make it, and there's nothing I can do. Christ, I'm scared, Esther. The mural is progressing well, but I can't shake the feeling that someone is following me. I keep seeing this figure around town. After I explored the mines to see Tassing's early history, and then again in the Abbey ruins. No one else in Tassing has seen anything, but some of the nuns say they've seen ghosts. If it's the person who attacked my dad, why are they following me? Whoever it is, I'm sure it's not anyone from Tassing, but what do they want with me? That is that it could be the person who attacked Klaus. We don't know anything about that. We have not received any clues as to who attacked Klaus. I do wonder, because it's not looking like Magda is going to investigate that. She's so focused on the mural. I don't think she's interested in investigating who attacked Klaus. I do think that when I replay this, because when I say replay, I mean personally, you know, just for myself, I'm not going to record this. But when I replay this, I'm going to pay much closer attention to the villagers, I think. Because I want to see if there are any clues that I missed as to potentially who attacked Klaus. I don't know. Again, I think Magda isn't one for flights of fancy, so not this. I could see her being paranoid that it was the person who attacked Klaus. Because, I mean, she's the reason why Klaus survived. She ran to get help. And maybe she could be thinking, oh, they're angry. Like, oh, if it weren't for you, he'd be dead. Therefore, I'm going to follow you around. I could see her being paranoid about this. If it's the person who attacked my dad, why are they following me? It's the strangest thing. Given me a fright a few times already. But I don't mean to worry you. Nothing's happened to me yet, so I think I'll be safe. Yet. Operative word, yet. There is still time. The only good news I can share at the moment is that the mural is almost finished. I should have it completed by Christmas, or soon after. Before the new year, at least. Then perhaps, at long last, I shall be able to visit you and meet this Simond. Anyway, I fear that this will be my last letter of the year. The Reichspost has already been late and reported worsening snows through the passes. We seem to be stepping into a harsh winter, oh God. Stay warm and give my regards to your family and Simond. Yours always, Magda. And I assume... Oh. Oh, no. No. I assume that was go to bed. How did this get here? No. 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 Fuck you. Fuck you. I don't want to deal with this. Stop. This is just like the note Dad found. Who's doing this? Are they trying to scare me? Well, I mean, what else would this be? Oh, no, I'm trying to make you feel comfortable. I'm sending you these weird letters in the hopes that you'll feel comfortable and safe. Like, no, who's doing this? I have a feeling I'm going to find out sooner or later. I need to ask Dad about this. It can't be a coincidence. But he's been so weak. I don't want to upset him. I just need to wait for the right time. Girl, you don't have time. He is running out of time. If you wait for the right time, there will be no time left. I hope there is a right time. No. If we're gonna go speak to him, we're gonna go now. That's what we're doing. Or at least I'm gonna try to. I am going to direct you towards him. Oh, hello, Magdalene. Hello, Klaus. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. He deserved better. He deserved better. He deserved a long life playing with his grandkids and all of that. And he'll never get to see it, bless him. It's late. I should get some rest soon. Okay, let's go to sleep. And hopefully you've made sure to lock your front door. Oh, we're going forward a while then, alright. Oh, that's a cute poncho. That's lovely. Mistress Druckerin, only one letter for you today. The pass is nigh impossible to traverse, and the heavy snow is hard on the horse and me. Anyway, happy Advent, my dear. Thank you, the same to you. Oh, Jacob. Ah, a reply from Jacob Estler. He's living well. Look at him, he's got wine, he's got music, he's got a globe. He's got fur on his clothes. This man is living well. Mistress Druckerin, I do recall the Rothvogel case, though it has been over a decade since I have served as an archdeacon. I am no longer associated with the office of the Prince Bishop. In fact, I am no longer associated with the Catholic Church. If you do not mind conversing with a Lutheran, I will tell you what I remember. I don't care what you are. I don't care what you are. Let's have a chat. The notes you mentioned do stir something in my memory. One of the men I questioned at Kearsau was an artist from Nuremberg, Andreas Mahler. Yeah, we brought them up to him. We brought up those notes. He mentioned finding notes written in a fine hand, inciting individuals to violence against the Baron. While the scope of my investigation was too narrow to look into the matter, it did concern me. Finding more notes now, after so many years, must mean that their author is still active. If this is the case, a serpent has lain coiled in the bosom of your community for decades. It may lay there still. What causes this serpent to awaken every few years to stage a new killing? I fear that finding the answer to that question may draw you into its reach. We're already in its reach. We're getting letters like that. We're getting warning letters. Like, it's only a matter of time before the thread puller starts sending out letters. Why do I bet Otts is gonna get a letter being like, she doesn't want to fuck you, kill her in revenge. She's not interested in your penis, you must kill her. Like, bet. I fear that finding the answer to that question may draw you into its reach. However, if you are determined to find the source of the trouble, I believe you must inquire with your neighbours. I urge caution in your investigation into this matter. If the serpent merely sleeps, it may be dangerous to poke into its old resting places. I hope this has been of some help to you. May God bless and keep you safe. Jacob Estler. No reply from Esther this time. It must have been delayed due to the heavy snow. The postman said I won't receive any more letters until spring. I'd better get back to the rat house then. Still more work to be done. Oh, even more days. Flippin' heck. The night before Christmas. Good morning, Dad. I finally caught up on the mural and now I can start the final part today. I promise I'll get it done. Magdalene, I'm proud of you. Thanks, Dad. I'm sorry Dr. Stoll said you can't come to the festivities tonight. I know how much you love the Perchtenlauf? A Germanic folk ritual celebrated around Christmas time in which townsfolk dress as Perchton and drive evil spirits from the town to protect it in the coming new year. Oh, no. People in costumes again. And it's a folk ritual. No. Bad times. There's always next year. Oh, don't say that, Klaus. Right. How are you feeling? Dr. Stoll said he would come by again today. Fine. I'm fine. Are you sure? Do you need anything? Maybe I should stay home with you today. All right, I'll come by later to check on you. Oh, dear. Here's the question. What would Magda prioritise? Getting the mural done as fast as she can or spending time with... I think she'd prioritise spending time with her dad. She wants to get the mural done for him so that he can see it before he dies, but, like, this is precious time. Precious time that she will never be able to get back. Maybe I should stay home with you today. No, Magdalene. If you want to work, you should work. It's all right. In fact, my spirits are lifted today. It's Christmas Eve after all. Of course. What's wrong? I'm about to start crying. Fucking hell. Oh my god, these scenes make me so sad. Oof. Don't cry. There we are. What's wrong? Dad, I found a note back in November. A note? What do you mean? It was like a note I found in your plans for the murals. Just a scrap of parchment. It looked like it came out of an old manuscript. Elaborate writing, purple ink. It just said stop. Oh. Do you know where they came from? Who wrote them? Magdalene, Oh, God, that must be Otts. He said he'd drop by with more firewood. Oh, ignore him. Continue this conversation. He can leave the firewood outside. It's fine. If you know something, I'd like you to tell me, all right? I know, I will. Can we talk about it later? Why do I get the feeling there won't be a later? Why? Oh, Jesus Christ, no! I'm sorry, I just realised what was said earlier. Everyone's going to be at this perch lauf thing. He's going to be here all on his own. Oh, God, no. Fuck the celebration. We're staying here. Right here. We are not moving. We're going to get a knife. And anyone who comes to our door is getting stabbed. No. I like Klaus and I don't want him to die. I know, I will. Can we talk about it later? Dad, no, Dad. I'll tell you, I promise. You won't get the chance. I feel it in my bones. You won't get the chance. All right. I'll be back later. Good. Take care of yourself out there. No. No. We are not gonna get the chance. He's gonna be here all on his own and someone is gonna get to him. Still as messy as ever. Hey, we're not cleaning. Fuck that noise. God damn. Well, I am just about out of time for this episode. In the next one, we'll go deal with Otts and the firewood. But until then, please remember to like if you enjoyed, leave a comment below, and if you wanted to subscribe, it would be very much appreciated. A special thanks to my channel members such as SM2K. I've been Kallista. Thanks for watching and see you in the next episode.